Hey everybody, welcome to AJS News. This is video 2 of 2 for today.
But first, an important word from our sponsors.
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, hey, what's going on?
What are you hiding?
Nothing.
Have you seen Dad's wallet? He's real pissed. He's stomped all over the house looking for it.
Nah, the guy loses everything. I might be like behind the counter or something. I don't know.
You have it right there. What are you doing with his wallet?
I was trying to buy him a gift for Father's Day.
Well, it is coming up, yeah.
Yeah, what do you think about this right here? There's a tie.
He's never worn a tie, ever.
What about these cool underwear gloves? They're pretty sweet.
No. And you're gonna use his money to buy that?
Well, a new Lego set came out, so I'm kind of broke right now.
Give me his wallet.
No, hold up. Hold up.
Well, looks like you're buying him a new wallet.
Well, that's better than this, I guess.
You put my name on the gift, and I won't tell him that you took his wallet. Deal?
Done.
Get the people in your life a gift they'll actually want. An extra smart wallet. Right now, there are amazing deals that are so good you can grab one for yourself while you're at it. Click the links down below to check out all Extra has to offer. Free shipping, free returns, and a 12-month warranty. There's no reason not to.
That's right, Extra. Check it out. There's free shipping, free returns, and 12-month warranty.
No reason not
to
try it, guys.
They're
Trust
awesome.
us, we all use it every day. It's
Every
freaking
day.
fantastic. Click down below to get your % off. And Alex, tell us what the hell else has been happening in gaming news over the past week.
Now?
Even though I feel like there's a little down on which game, which big game is next, right, Joe? Which big game is next for
NCAA.
us? Oh, shit, you're right. Well, that one's looking better. That one's looking better than Madden. So maybe there'll be one good football game this year. One.
Beat it.
Maybe. Yeah. One good football game. The other one, what's the other one called? Yeah, I don't know.
But
Hey, are you buying the new
2025.
2025, that's right. Sorry. Okay. So we'll be looking forward to NCAA, which is not called that anymore, Joe. It's called college football. But I'm always going to call it
EA
NCAA.
College Football FC.
EA College Football 25 is what it's called.
Oh, great.
And the other one's called 25. I like that, Joe.
We'll have more faces than baloney, though.
Oh, my God. I can't wait to see how many faces are in 25.
It's going to have all those like 80 faces, but none of them look good.
It was like
That's what happened
right,
last year. They were
297
so fucking
faces.
bad.
I
because
love that
The old man.
the old Chinese guy is so amazing.
Yes.
And the dude from Mass Effect, the Admiral from Mass Effect, makes an
He's
appearance.
too old for this shit.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. All right. In actual gaming news, Space Marine 2 public beta test is canceled.
Canceled.
And it's
Good.
It's so developers can focus on optimization, polish, and fixing remaining issues.
Good.
They just want to make sure that the game's release is.
I ain't got no time to make a beta for you guys. We want to make the best game possible. And so as long as it comes out and it's not a disaster like Cyberpunk at release or something like that, then it will have paid off. And that is far more important to me, your game being right upon release, than it is for all of us to play early to see, this and that.
Exactly. So they said Space Marine 2 is almost ready. We are now entirely focused on optimization, polish, and fixing remaining issues ahead of launch on September 9th.
But it is a
Take
little
some time.
concerning
Take some time.
because it's like, oh shit, we don't even have time to do the beta. We might not even have time to make release.
Yeah, I am worried about the
Now that I'm
September
thinking
9th
about
release
that.
date. Pushing it back means it's going to be competing with other games like Call of Duty and other massive ones. So, if you had already signed up for it, you're going to get a limited bolt pistol skin when Space Marine goes live. So, this guy's a little sorry for them. So, that's good.
Did any of you guys
I
sign
want
up?
it. I want it too.
No.
No.
You didn't sign
No,
up?
I didn't
Damn.
sign up for it. No.
Wow.
Frostpunk 2 has also been delayed, and so they're just pushing the release date back. So they said that the City Builder needs more time.
That was the other thing that was coming in July,
Yeah.
and now that's gone.
Yeah, so it was July 25th. Now it's September 20th, saying there was They had a release where people were getting their hands on the game. So there's a lot of praise, but there was a lot of keen observation on areas we could improve on and add to the final game. And they said that they really want to make sure that it's good on launch. They don't want to release something and have it eventually get good. They want to wow you right off the bat. So I think that's admirable.
Yeah.
It's always
Yeah.
dangerous when you push your game back into a really, really contested time of the year. So July would have been a really good time for them to release. So it had to be in pretty rough shape for them to push back.
Yeah.
There is a new action RPG inspired by Dark Messiah of Might and Magic. It is called Alkahest. I showed you guys the
looks
trailer.
Amazing.
Does it look real?
This does not
It looks
look real,
amazing.
Joe. That doesn't look real. You're telling me that this company, let me see,
You're telling
developer
me.
push on. The animations are so good, the graphics are so good, and the description says stuff like, we are players ourselves and believe in quality over quantity, so a big no to a bloated map and dull filler quests. Oh, it's their first game, and then the other
They've
one
been working on
is
this
the
one
publisher.
all day.
I can't find any big games in the publisher.
Yeah.
Camping Builder, Palace of Vines, Mob Spawn, Qbox. I don't know. So could this be the next
Day before.
day after or the day before?
The day before, yeah. And so responding to some of this, the developer said that the trailer conveys the feeling of the game well, but also acknowledged that while in-game assets were used in the video, some of the camera angles and animations have been crafted specifically for the trailer.
Oh yeah,
for the
no,
sake
this
of
is
spectacle.
this is a bullshot trailer.
Yeah,
this
so
is a concept trailer that they just worked on this trailer. It's a video.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a video.
Who made
the
that
game?
game?
Is not the game is not even done, or it will look like this once we find the money, the people, the time, the resources, and the
This is what we
studio
wanted
space.
you.
Yeah.
We got to buy the
Okay,
studio
well.
space. We got to get the plumbing. We got to get the trash service.
Coffee maker. I need coffee maker.
I don't know, man. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I saw this and I was like, what's going to get released is going to look like a worse version of Dark and Darker as far as graphics go. And it's like, I don't know. It looks fake.
But I want it to be real
yeah.
because
it
it looks
does
cool.
look cool.
But I also don't like being lied to by video game companies
Correct.
who overpromise and deliver all of the time.
But they did. But now that they did that, we're talking about them instead of the countless other games that we could be talking about.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers.
it's true.
Add to your wish list.
I've got great.
Alex.
Oh no, absolutely not. Dungeon and Fighter mobile game came out last month.
Sounds pretty generic.
Let's guess how much it made in 1 month.
What? A mobile game?
Yeah, so Tencent and
100
Nexon's latest
Dungeon
release
Fighter.
is called Dungeon and Fighter Mobile.
Okay.
How much money did it make in its first month in just China?
50 mil.
The month.
Month.
50 mil is a good guess.
I was gonna say 100 mil. No,
100 mil a month.
because what
In 1
was
month.
what
We're
was
talking. That's $1 billion a year.
but what was Monopoly? Monopoly
I
was
don't
like in 1
remember.
month
What
was
was
pretty
it?
big.
It was
right?
really big, but it made
I
like
forgot.
$2 billion, but that was over the course of like over a year.
200
Okay.
million.
It's more than that.
300 million a
A
month.
little less. $270 million during its first month in China.
Just in China.
Yeah.
Holy sh-
So I was on
We're in
iOS.
the wrong business.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're like, fuck, man.
So
Oh,
Apple
man.
made almost a third of that because that's how Apple works. And so remember, Apple's not even making any of these stupid ass games. They're making dirty, filthy money on this stuff.
Yes.
But yeah, and then so when you say you're in the wrong business, a lot of people who are making indie games, great AA things, even AAA companies are like, oh, excuse me, what?
Huh?
Yeah.
270 million. Alan Wake didn't make that much money.
Yeah, in a month.
And like that was a great team working on a great game, and unfortunately it was on Epic,
Deserves
but-
all your attention as opposed to this mobile piece of shit. that-
Where they're playing it on.
But see,
the
here
shitter.
it's in China though, and the Chinese public
Money's
are
money.
way more used to those piece of shit garbage games that they consider, I guess, legitimate, and there's no taboo against them. There's, let's just spend, and click, and I don't get it.
It's a status.
Have you never played a real game where you're like, oh yeah, this isn't satisfying? Why am I spending so much money in something that's not satisfying? I don't get it. But apparently somebody gets it because it's $270 million. It is addiction. And I guess the Chinese government doesn't give a fuck because maybe they get paid. Shit, I don't know.
So Tencent's next best-selling game was Honor of Kings. So that one came out 9 years ago. But that game is still making over $130 million a month.
It came out a year ago or 9 years ago. And can you imagine? These already have low effort to them, Joe. Could you imagine low effort 9 years ago?
I could just imagine Suicide Squad.
Bad.
That was like a couple months ago.
Yeah, I mean, we joke, but do you think the next Superman game is going to be a AAA game, or is it more likely it's going to be a mobile game?
Mobile game.
Yeah,
making that much fucking money.
You can fly through rings on your phone. Yay!
200 mil. Get the cool costumes.
They better not. And y'all are right. The most likely rush to market one would be a mobile game. Y'all remember Gods of Egypt? Or
it's the one that the sponsor were like, this is so bad. They're like, no, we don't want to do it.
We didn't want to do it. Or we did a video, but we were shitting on it the whole time. And we sent it to them for approval. I love this. And they said no.
Do we have a video? Did we post it up?
I wish. I don't know. I don't know. That would probably be on my old computer in the fucking garage. And I remember we had an idea to post it later on. I don't know.
But it was funny bad.
Yeah.
Fuck. That might be lost to time forever. Like your bathwater. Who the fuck took the bathwater?
No.
There was a bottle of OJ's bathwater in my fucking house.
I put a cork in it.
Somebody took it.
That makes me.
I was in the dump.
Do you think it was?
I was in the dump.
If it was in my house, do you think maybe one of my family members came in and was like, "Oh, a bottle"?
I would hope not.
It's holy water. There's a shrine.
There's carbon chunkies at the bottom. I hope no one drank that.
Fuck.
I don't know
what happened to that bottle. Those are the two mysteries of the Angry Joe Show.
It's a mystery.
I really want that video. I'm gonna have to look to see if we have it.
Yeah.
It
was Gods of Egypt,
we were having
right?
so much fun with it. It's like, it's a funny video. They're like, you're making fun of us. But it's a funny video.
It might be. No, it's up.
It's up.
We did it. We
Put it
put it 8 years ago. It's 500,000 views because everybody was laughing at that game. I think this might have been like our second recording because our first recording we were bad. We destroyed it. So, anyways, Gods of Egypt, iOS. Angry Joe plays Gods of Egypt.
It's fucking terrible though, but it's sad.
I mean, look, the head of Warner Brothers has already said that they want to look more into mobile games because they make a whole ton of money, and it's easier to make. What was that stupid Pets game that we played? It was pretty much a mobile game we played on PC. It's easier to make that shit, and it makes almost, it makes okay money, and it costs nothing. It's like 4 dudes in a basement can make that game.
Yeah.
So, if they do make a Superman mobile game, you should make sure that you wear a shirt with a real stretchy collar, or something you just don't care about.
It's unrippable.
Oh no, because then you get thrown around. Like
we will play it if they do something. I have to play it. So I'm very worried. What are they making for James Gunn's? I mean, that thing is right around the corner. We haven't heard nothing. So and we did hear James say, "I want tie-ins with games. I want tie-ins with animations," and so we'll see.
Yeah. So Zack Snyder said the same thing. So.
Or maybe I'm confusing those two. Yeah. Oh, with Rebel Moon, and he didn't get jack shit.
What is that horrible game that you see at arcades that's a card system, DC-based card system game, where you have to, not only do you have to pay to play the arcade, but you, get these, collectible cards.
I know what you're talking about.
It's insanely expensive. People spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars per time to try to get,
I haven't been to an arcade in, fucking 5 years.
Oh, it would make you mad if
But
you
they do that in Japan, too, though.
Yeah, that's where it comes from, probably, the Japan. I remember there was a DBZ one, I think,
Yeah.
that had cards.
There was a cool arcade we went to that had that, but for Gundams, or well, not specifically Gundam, but like giant mech battles, and it was insane to watch these people play. But also, then my buddy was telling us how much they were paying for some of that stuff. It's like, you can fuck right off. Are you out of your mind? Like after 10 months, we can buy a real goddamn Gundam after like a couple years. Because I mean,
it makes Alex go, "Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind?"
Yeah.
It's a lot. It makes Alex do that.
Yeah. No.
Still waiting for The Last of Us 3 peanut allergy.
That's allergies are crazy, man. Like you gotta be careful.
Yeah, you're in Texas right now.
I
It's
know.
summer.
I hate it.
Yeah, you're weak.
Sorry, Joe.
Yeah. The air is too spicy for OJ. All right, let's talk about Ubisoft. Ubisoft doing great.
People with allergies.
Yeah,
Alex?
milk is too spicy for
That's
him.
bad. You're crossing the line.
It's genetics.
They can't help it.
He's like, he can't handle chilies, trees,
yeah, true.
flour, grass, mold, dust, milk,
Air.
It's like it's not just like
I
making
need
fun of people
pure-
with allergies. It's just like I'm making fun of how weak his fucking genes are.
No, stop it. There are many people out there
I'm not
like
that
Joe.
bad. All right, I'm not that
Yeah.
bad. I'm not like what was it, Bubble Boy?
Bubble Boy.
You're not-
I remember.
$500.
Yeah.
$500.
So Ubisoft. Go
So
ahead.
Ubisoft.
$500. Moving on. Because Joe's allergic to air.
Yeah. Multiple Assassin's Creed remakes are in the works, according to Ubisoft CEO. Remember, it is easier to remake games when you had people on your team who had talent than it is to
Wait.
Capcom?
Did you just say remake of Assassin's Creed?
Yes, multiples.
Yes, we already know
We
Ubisoft.
don't need this right now. And then, so they're going to do the Capcom thing where you get the Assassin's Creed 1, Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed 3, Assassin's Creed 4.
Skull,
I'm on board
Skull
for Black
and
Flag.
Bones?
That's
I'll do Black Flag.
Skull and Bones remastered.
If you expand on the story and put more in it and yeah. Okay.
You want them to expand on. I don't want them to create anything. If they truly just remake anything that the more talented people who used to work there did, I think that's fine. But if them trying to create an add-on to anything, I think it's going to be. I think it's going to diminish rather than enhance.
Okay.
Because I don't think
the mushroom stamp.
Well,
yeah.
That's very easy to say.
Yeah. So I don't know. Man, I wanted Black Flag. I don't know if that's one that they're going to be willing to work on now to take away from Skull and Bones.
I'm pretty sure
it's
already,
too soon.
It's already done.
These aren't games that came out 20, 30 years ago. These are games that came out 10 years ago.
Well, they're hurting. They're hurting.
The first couple Assassin's Creed came out a long time ago.
Oh, I guess you're right. Yeah.
They also need
Oh,
some
yeah.
money,
Assassin's
though.
Creed 1 did come out a long time ago. Let's see.
2007 for Assassin's Creed 1.
Holy shit. Okay, so that's almost 20 years, but I say 20 to 30, all right? we don't have to deal with it for 5 more years, okay? Okay.
Remember, they've also said that Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time remake, which is not being called a remake anymore, has been in limbo for a couple of years. A Splinter Cell remake was announced in 2021, and we haven't heard shit about it in a really long time, so we don't know if it's canceled or not.
We do need Splinter Cell back. I need something Splinter Cell. I need
Besides the
something
mobile
Ghost
game.
Recon.
They did a mobile game.
I need new Splinter Cell and I need new Ghost Recon before Assassin's Creed. But I guess they think Assassin's Creed is bigger than those two, which they might be right.
The Capcom model works. I mean, Capcom doesn't make a lot of new games, and they still doing amazing because they have made some incredible games in their past, and remaking them is safe and it's easy. And I think we're going to see a lot.
I want that fighting collection.
The one on Nintendo?
Yes.
Yeah, on the Switch? Yeah, absolutely. Gamescom Latam being held in Brazil, and they've said with no E3, we're the biggest games event in the Americas. They're expecting more than 100,000 attendees, over 1,000 game companies. It looks like the event's going amazing. So there's reps from Nintendo, Xbox, Ubisoft, Warner Brothers, Epic Games. Even PlayStation has a presence here with Sega, PlayOn, and Square Enix exhibiting their games on an official PS5 booth. So as much as E3 dead and gone, and we're hearing that the big companies don't want to go to some of the other events, this event seems to be doing really well. Latin America is a massive market, and so this is something that I think a lot of these companies are going to start catering to, which is great to see because I think more games is just good for everybody.
Oh, for sure.
So gaming definitely not dead as far as
Or check out
conventions
Brazil.
go. Concord devs respond to everyone hating on their trailer. If you
We're going to prove you wrong. This is the
Sony
best
Overwatch
game ever.
yeah, if you didn't watch it, it's one of the worst things that we've seen as far. Well, I've seen. I don't want to speak for you guys.
It just
It
looks
boring.
try hard and boring.
It was a terrible showcase of their game because we got to see like 30 seconds of gameplay and several minutes of someone ripping off Guardians of the Galaxy, but not done in a clever or exciting way. And so they've responded by not responding, right? So according to the dev, the person in charge of their IP, the trailer, that moment is such a tiny slice of everything that we've been working on for years and years. We're excited for the game and for the IP and for the game to be in people's hands and the IP to be in people's minds.
It is in people's minds.
I don't fault them. I
Not
don't
in a
fault
good
them.
way, though.
It's like he gets all the negative feedback, like, "Oh, this looks like shit. This looks like generic. This looks so stupid. Like you this is really bad. This looks lame." And he's like, "I can't wait to show you more. I can't wait to show you the thing I've been working on. Thank you for your time." It feels bad, man. It feels bad. I feel bad. I mean, I'll give it a look. Here at the Angry Joe Show, we get everything a legitimate shot. We even get fucking flack for giving things a legitimate shot. So, which is just a sign of the times. Mm-hmm. But it don't look good. And
it doesn't.
It just, I don't know.
I think he's got a terrible business model, and I think it doesn't look good. They also said you'll start to fall in love with the depth of the characters. It's something you'll learn week to week.
We'll fall in love.
You're going to fall in love.
Well,
the personalities will unfold.
I don't believe you, but who knows?
Yeah. Just to remind everyone, this is not a free-to-play game. This is
$40.
a $40 game
$40.
that has
Free-to-play mechanics?
free-to-play mechanics, including paid cosmetic microtransactions. So I don't know how well this is going to do because when this looks like a generic copy of everything else that's out there, you charging actual money when a lot of the other ones are free, and having all of the microtransactions, I just don't know how you compete with Marvel Rivals, which felt incredible to play, or Overwatch, or Valorant, or any of these other ones. So it's like I don't know. But PlayStation really wants to get in on this live service thing, and their biggest darling was Helldivers 2. But according to Paul Tassi, Helldivers 2 has lost 90% of its players since its launch, and every now and then there's a little blip.
90%.
Yeah.
Look.
Do you think it's time to open it up for Xbox? I mean, bump it up a little bit?
Bring in the Xbox
You bump it up
fighters.
a bit.
You would?
Yeah, I love those videos that they mean.
Yes.
They're just warping in the Xbox fighters, sure. But this thing came out in February.
Yeah.
So are we talking, are we making fun of this? Is people said the sky is falling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 to 6 months. That's what happens, though. I don't know why live service games think that every single live service game is going to come out. It's going to be 1 million players, and then the 1 million players will be 1.2 million, 1.5 million, 5 million, and then a year from now, 17 million, and 2 years from now, 673 million. That's not how it works.
Well, they want to replace the big ones, right? So like the most played games on PlayStation, which Helldivers not amongst them, like Fortnite, Call of Duty, GTA Online, Overwatch 2, and Roblox. They're trying to carve into that market where those numbers really don't drop off. And so it's almost impossible to do, but that's what PlayStation was really going for.
Well, those are more platforms, and this is more single game idea where, once you put in 100 hours, which you're going to put in 100 hours over 5 months, you're done with it, man.
there's nothing else.
And then there will be events here and there, and they do get spikes.
Yes.
They do get launches. So I look at this as it
was a great
so
game.
So what? It's a great game. We enjoyed it very much. Now, obviously, from their aspect, they don't want people to leave. They want people to stay there forever. And I just don't think that's how it works. So, with continued expansions, with continued events, you can pump those numbers up. But I just want to make this known to other live service games.
It's going to happen.
This is going to happen to you, too. Maybe don't expect, and this one was a successful one.
Yes.
Yeah.
This one was the darling of everybody. And if the darling of everybody drops 90%, your piece of shit is going to drop more than 90%.
Yeah, the difference is this one also costs money up front, so Avalanche got money, and a lot of these free-to-play live services need you to keep, and that's where these ones are failing. I think Helldivers is going to be fine. I think also that Sony's probably going to make them change their monetization system. Because they've been very, very friendly with their monetization.
What do you mean? Individual purchases going up in price?
Or maybe they're cutting back the ability to earn some of the premium currency
That's
in
going
game.
to drop a little bit more.
I don't think none of that
though.
will change.
I don't understand why Sony would keep it going if people aren't spending money in the game then.
Why is Suicide still going?
Because they have a plan.
They have a plan and they stick to the plan. And
a bad
you
plan.
you increase the prices, you're gonna upset people. You're gonna go a 90% drop of the 10% left. So that's just that they stay the course. They offer more interesting events. They bring people in. They do a new faction, something like that. That will bring people if they want to bring them back. But I mean, that's pretty good. 5 months, 6 months. I mean, that's pretty much every game out there. Whether you're a live service or a non-live service, you're going to see lower numbers in 5-6 months than you did at release.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
I had my fun.
the counter argument is Palworld. A tale of two live services. Helldiver 2 tanks as Palworld surges.
That's like completely different, though. You build your base. You got to go do
different
upkeep and
games,
stuff like that.
different
yeah.
game style for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, like what they're trying to do with these live servicing is they want to be Fortnite. They want to.
Yeah,
be
but
the
Palworld
next-
fell off hard too. So they're saying, which came out on Friday, instantly saw the number of Steam players increase by 700% because they did a Sakurajima update. Yeah, every time you put up an update, don't make it seem like Helldivers 2 doesn't surge when they put out an update. Anyway, the Palworld update adds a new area, PvP gameplay, and as a result, the number of concurrent players shot up from 15,000. That's how many you're playing. You remember when that game was getting like 500,000? It's 15,000 right now to 143,000. So that's a huge jump from 15 to 143. Still well below the launch record of 2.1 million, which is amongst the highest ever recorded for Steam. But this little update has managed to pop it up into the top 20. This is July 1st. But yeah, as soon as Helldivers puts out an update, then it will surge up again.
Yeah, they don't have the problem with Helldivers is they don't do updates like that. They've got no roadmap for updates. They do little drip things, and the drip things aren't giving them the spikes that they want.
I always looked at it as a finite thing. It's like you're not going to keep the majority of your players with that content there. You would have to do something radical.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the reasons they charge the $40 up front is like they get a lot of their development costs paid by the people playing. But once it goes on for longer than a couple of years, we're seeing these live service games kind of just get cut off after a certain period of time when they stop making money.
Yeah.
And like there's not a lot of things you can milk out of people because again they're so friendly. It's a good thing. I think it's a great thing that Helldivers doesn't squeeze money out of its players, but you just look at it from like a Sony perspective is like how much will Sony keep up with it before they're just like, nah bro, you're not making any money for us.
Yeah, I just look at it as a $40 release title, not a live service, and all the extra content that we get is just the bonus. I enjoyed it for $40, got my money's worth out of $40, and I got more than my money's worth out of $40, and eventually I'm going to move on.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm done. Are you still playing it?
If people want to hop on, sure.
Yeah, if we want to
but
hop on, we'll hop on, but it's not something we go to right away.
No.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I got for this one. You had what? Crazy Taxi?
Yes, sir. So, Crazy Taxi.
I've been itching to play it. Itching.
Well, we did see, I think it was, I don't know, in one of the game shows, I think it was the Game Awards 2023, Sega did this big announcement where they put a bunch of games that are in development and they showed footage from all of them. And I was like surprised. I was like, wait, what? But the fact that they showed it all rapid fire and they showed small clips from each, it's like, are these full budget titles? Like, what the hell's going on? But it's like, because there's no fanfare behind each. But apparently, Crazy Taxi Reboot, it's an open world, massively multiplayer, AAA game, Sega says. So that's going to be interesting. What are you talking about? Large-scale, open world, massively multiplayer driving game powered by the Unreal Engine.
As soon as you mentioned that, it's like, so they're like, I imagine some suit at Sega's like, well, why can't we just turn Crazy Taxi into the next GTA? It's like, time, talent, budget. And they're like, fuck it, push it anyway.
The new Crazy Taxi can be played by many players at once with the goal of maintaining the classic Crazy Taxi style amid these new mechanics. There's mention of a theme park-like map and motifs inspired by the U.S. West Coast. As Automation noted, one image reveals the player driving a police car. Suggestion of new types of modes. So maybe you chase down criminals, or you chase down crazy taxis who's trying to transport people. There's no release date for the Crazy Taxi Reboot or the other newer games announced. And if you want to know the other ones, new games coming from Sega, they're going hard. It's just that small little video made them feel like they're indie and each game is going to be crap. But anyway, it's Jet Set Radio, new one coming. Shinobi, new one coming, 2D platformer. Golden Axe, new one coming. Streets of Rage. Y'all guys like Streets of Rage 4. New Streets of Rage coming. And then the Crazy Taxi open world game. No dates.
Yeah, I think if it's like I don't know how they're going to release it, but if it's $30, or do you think that they're going to charge?
Sounds to me like a live service game if you're talking massively multiplayer and all this other stuff. Yeah. And if it doesn't do gangbusters, then they'll shut it down.
Sega's got to recoup that $110 million still. So
I really want each of these to be good because these are the games that I did play when I was younger. I played Jet Set Radio. Didn't play the sequel, but I played Jet Set Radio, Streets of Rage, Golden Axe. This is all stuff that I enjoyed. Not really my jam, but it's stuff that I enjoyed and played when I was there. Shinobi, and even Crazy Taxi. So.
These would be great Game Pass games.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. So I'm wondering if these are coming out and they'll be like $30-$40, not $70 things. I don't think. Maybe that's why they're showing them all at once in a single montage instead of positioning it like every other video game gets positioned, their own little featurettes. But no, they're slamming them all into one. Now
they do say it's a AAA, so
yeah, the big thing is the soundtrack. There's going to be plenty of The Offspring again because that's what when you hear Crazy Taxi, you hear The Offspring. So we'll see. There's no Offspring equivalent these days in modern music, is there? I don't know. I don't listen to that stuff anymore.
I think that kind of music is gone, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Magic Dragons or whatever the thing is called.
I mean, everything is that generic corporate, rock has existed forever, and I think that it won the culture wars.
Damn.
Okay. Well, hopefully they're not bringing back a beloved IP and shoving microtransactions and online-only bullshit into it. We'll see.
No, Ubisoft's doing that. We talk about them.
Oh yeah. Well, hopefully Sega's not doing it.
I think they're doing it.
Yeah. Tried to end on a good one where I'm like, hey, these franchises are coming back, and then we kind of realized, well, hopefully they come back good. Yeah. All right, guys, thank y'all so much for watching. We really appreciate it. Check out Extra Wallets, guys. Some of our best sponsors. We love them. We use them all ourselves. We have a % off code for you down below. No reason not to try it. You get your money back. We can return a free return. So, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye, guys.